My grandpa would never go into his attic, and he would never tell us why. My siblings and I grew up without ever really questioning it. All of us just knew that Grandpa absolutely hated the thought of going up there. Whenever we needed something from up in the attic, he'd send one of us to go get it for him. From my experience, it was a completely normal attic. The attic never gave off any spooky vibes, at least nothing that any of us picked up anyway. Years later, Grandpa finally died. Peacefully in his sleep, I might add. At that time, I went to go stay with my grandma to keep her company. One night we were up late talking about old memories. After some time, I mentioned the attic in passing while telling an unrelated story. Grandma gets really quiet. Eventually she asks me if anyone ever told me why he wouldn't go up there. I shake my head no. She tells me that when they first moved into the house, Grandpa couldn't sleep. He had said something to the effect of, "The house just doesn't feel right." He'd pace around all night like he was crazy, and eventually went over every inch of the house with a fine-toothed comb. Grandma was really worried, but didn't say anything to him. One night, he goes up into the attic. She hears him start screaming. She sprints up to the attic to find him curled up, laying to his side on the floor in the fetal position. He is sobbing, damn near moaning. Grandma asks him what happened. He didn't respond to her being there right away. But after a while, he looks up at her and says, "I figured it out." He points to where the eaves of the roof narrow down towards the far end of the attic. She looks, but doesn't see anything there. Then she looks closer and sees something she can't really describe or explain. She had racked her brain about it many times afterward, but the closest comparison she could make was origami. It was as if the space was folded up in on itself. The angles were all wrong. She said when she looked at it, she could feel herself going mad, like something inside of her was melting. She grabbed Grandpa and dragged him down the stairs, putting him to bed right away. He slept for 2 days, almost straight through. When he woke up, he said he'd never go into the attic for as long as he lives. He never said another word about it, and ignored Grandma whenever she brought it up. Then Grandma went quiet, and I didn't say anything more. We moved on to talk about other things, and she hasn't brought it up again since. It turned out most of the family already knew. That back part of the attic had always been blocked with a huge old bureau. Now I know why.